because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a... The second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Allen now on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
I'm going back to you.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now it's Henry. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Here's Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think it...
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. And it's picked up. Panthers.
By the defense. Result of the play, first down and 10.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Middle. 57, Mike 57.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. This is first and goal from about, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, it's Hubbard. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
On play action, Winston. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty interference.
And sometimes you're there too soon.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about the ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play? That's big time.
On second down now, it's Hubbard. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 41.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down, Bowser.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run on first down. Hubbard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 7-7, our score after 1.
Ready, you ready? Mark 59. Follow. He's coming. 59 mark. Check, 59.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, it's Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Allen's throw is complete.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
54 Mike. Watch the pass.
Throwing is Allen on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. There's some space here. That goes for a gain of 31.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Ready? Flag. What you got? Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run on first down. Bowser trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Wait. 56. 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Winston from the gun on third down. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. On first down, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll have a first down past the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Flush to his right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack on first down, Allen gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now Allen. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. Operating from the red zone now. Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd and short.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead. What's good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd and 9, Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Brings up third down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Hubbard, and this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Get wide. Check. Watch the shit.
On first down, Hubbard, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Ready? I got one. Flip. 36. Watch safety.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Throwing, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Allen now looks to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it'll be 3rd down.
That play is just another example of how the corner has evolved in the NFL. You don't necessarily have to have a really tall guy. What you're looking for is length, right? You look for that arm span, able to get a hand in late in the play and affect it.
And the height, it makes it harder to complete deep balls like the one we just saw.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a run with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very...
Ready. Black 25 behind. Check. Check back. Watch twins.
Now a give, right side. It's Hubbard, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Ready. Blue lane. 56 is the mark. Watch the pass. Hey, watch it.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Ready. Black 22.
Mike is 59.
Watch one. White. Rush in. Check 24. Slam.
They'll run on first down. Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Check safety. Green, triple C. Shit. 5-0.
McCaffrey. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's got some space here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got him the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, these guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it, happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Thomas. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Allen. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Being chased out left. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them. Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. And he will find his man on the outside. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. Derrick Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock making them do it that way, didn't they?
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. He's got it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They get it to him running left. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Even. Scratch. Big dash. Come. Green, triple T. 47, check line 47. Tighten up. Pull it together. 47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. Hey, let's get this. Under 10.
Now Anderson on the jet sweep. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
Ready, blue lady. 5-0. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. I can't believe they let you play. Mike's 47. Let's go. 47. Wait. Mike 47.
One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Saints, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.